Yet another breather was given yesterday with the Shom panel, clearing the air and saying that they're clearly against retrospective tax changes. There is no case for penalty or interest on Vodafone. They've said, the Shom panel is correct in saying that the seller should be more liable. I know these are all comments that are coming in from Harish Salve, who we caught up with. We also caught up with TP Oswal, managing partner at TP Oswal Associates. He said that there are an excellent set of recommendations made by the Shom panel, and they are giving out a positive signal. Adi Godrej also, spoke on the same lines. He said it's a very good report and hope the government adopts the Shom report fully. Hear out from all of these three who we caught up with.
Frankly, the report says, with great respect to the authors, they have articulated in very fine detail things which even lay people understood. In fact, when we argued in the Supreme Court, we succeeded, and the Supreme Court held in the last para that clarity and certainty of the law in an area of foreign investment is vital. And if the government wants to bring change of this kind, and mind you, the kind of change which we have brought with retrospective amendment is not entirely unknown. There are other countries, there are other jurisdictions which have had these problems, and they have changed their law. So the Supreme Court said, if you want to, you change your law, which means that change it for the future. Nowhere in the world have these kind of changes been brought retrospectively. Even assuming if some kind of retrospectivity is justified, to say that we will catch hold of the person for not deducting tax is absurd. The beneficiary of the gain is not being subjected. You are extending it to the buyer. You can never have a retrospective penalty. Even interest is applicable where you have withheld monies wrongfully. Who has withheld monies wrongfully? If the money belonging to the government which you should have paid has not been paid, you can have interest. If you are making the law for the first time in 2012, how can you say that now I will charge you interest from 2006? Is patently unfair.
These are all excellent recommendations. Excellent is the only word which I can use it. Reason being that brings certainty in the tax laws of India and stability, which is very important for doing business in any country. And India was known for being uncertain as far as tax laws are concerned. Because we amend the tax laws not one time, two times in a year. And as a result, and also we are known for doing a lot of retrospective amendments. As a result, we do not know what would be the law which will be impacting us while doing business. And therefore, what the panel has recommended, and if it is accepted by the government, let me tell you, this gives the positive signal to the world that there is a clear-cut stability in the country, certainty in the country, and therefore this is a place where business could be done as far as tax law is concerned.
These changes in the budget in March had created a negative perception of India, both internationally and within the country. I think overturning that negative perception is very important, and I think the Shom report has been excellent, and I hope the government adopts it in total, and that would help attract much more investment, both FDI and FII, into India. The Shom panel clearly says it cannot and should not be done retrospectively. So I think it's clear, the Shom panel recommendation is clear, and I expect the government will adopt the Shom panel report. How they will implement it, whether through an ordinance or some other manner, is yet to be seen. Because even in its present form, legally it was questionable.
All right, there are a whole slew of comments coming in with regards to the Shom panel. Well, we are done on time here on 2:30 Factor. The market comes to a close, but the news is still ongoing, and for that, Nikhil joins us. Nikhil, good afternoon.